welcome to today's video. Nexus Report getting it out just in the nick of time for my time zone. Getting it out for today. So first we have LPL, LGD, Anyone's Legend. Anyone's Legend wins 2-0. That's not a big shock. Definitely, I want to say Game 2 was a lot more lopsided than Game 1. Drakes were split 5-5. Anyone's Legend took 2 Barons, about 1,500 gold of power play. We see here about a 730 gold lead combined for Tarzan and Shanks. Birdall, a 300 gold lead for LGD, about a 100 gold lead for Shawa. And Crisp. Crisp died a lot in this series. Hope 10-0-8, 31% of the team's damage. Kale 89 KP in the win. Shawa 1-3-5, 28 damage share. Crisp 92 KP. Involved in 11 of the 12 kills between two games. That should give you some insight into how lopsided this series was. The early game not so much being the reason why, though. I mean, LGD kept it within 500 gold. In terms of predictions, I did go 3-2, got these two wrong. I thought JDG would beat Team Wii. I thought JDG would beat Anyone's Legend. They started 0-2. Rough start for a team that many would think, and myself included, are in contention for that 4th world spot. If Team Wii can play like this, I mean, who knows? Cube had a solo kill going 8-5-23. About had 29% of the team's damage. Monkey 80 KP in the 2-1 victory. Team Wii took 8 of 12 Drakes, 3 of 4 Barons. Their Barons sucked. They were fucking terrible. 163 gold to power play on average. Like, it was despite the Barons that they somehow won this series. JDG not taking advantage of those opportunities. Their one Baron was 2,700 gold in their victory. But otherwise, they should have been able to win this series, really. Team Wii certainly didn't want to win it themselves. Gala had a solo 2v2 kill going 7-7-20, 31 damage share. Vampire 78 KP. Zhao Zhu, 3 solo kills in this series. A very good performance out of him. The Olaf in Game 3, very strong. And then Hong Q and Karis, solo kills as well. We see here the early game, very much JDG's favor, about an 800 gold lead or so, really, for JDG. 180 for Zhao Zhu, 632 for Gala Vampire, into About an Era. About an Era, outside of Monkey, I mean, I guess it's 3 out of 5, so I would say the majority of Team Wii's players play a solid early game, but usually they do, and in this matchup they did not do quite as well. Monkey did have a small gold lead in Junja, but that's notable. That kept Team Wii in it. Certainly didn't let Junja control this series. Lastly, BLG EDG. We see BLG winning 2-1. Wenbo did not do terrible in this series. They certainly want to give ZDZ a strong matchup. They gave him the Vayne in Game 1 and the Rumble in Game 2. But Wenbo was super impactful on that Yorick. Securing a much-needed Baron in the very late game, and that split push was really a big reason why BLG won this series. Took 9 of 15 Barons. That'd be fucking insane. 9 of 15 Drakes, 4 of 5 Barons. 2,600 gold to power play for them. EDG 1,600. We saw Knight have 2 solo kills going 23, 9, and 23, 72 KP. I mean, still doing the lifting for this team. Viper 34 damage share, had a 2v2 kill. Leave had a solo kill, 6-10 and 23. Bulldog 27 damage share in the law. Zhao Hao 70 KP. We see here Wembo the solo, ZDZ with 2, Peruka with a 2v2 kill as well. Topside went to ZDZ and Zhao Hao, up about 400 gold at 15 minutes into Wenbo and Chun. Bot side going to BLG. I mean, Knight up 750 gold on average into Bulldog. Not a big shock there. That is definitely something that is expected as Knight. And a 350 gold lead for Viper and On. So, I mean, you're looking at about 700 gold lead or so for BLG at 15 minutes across this entire series. MKOI G2. Gold control went to MKOI. Game 3, I don't know what the fuck their deal was. They couldn't close it out. Simply couldn't. They were ahead 65-35 in this series, and that's because all of Game 1 went to Koi, all of Game 2 went to G2, and then 90% of Game 3 went to Koi. But in the end, it doesn't matter. You didn't win. You couldn't find a way to get it done. Koi, only 938 gold to power play. G2, 2110, and that's a huge difference. They took 2 Barons in game 3, if I recall. Drake's 9-8 for Koi, Barons 3-3, like I said. Hansama had 2 solo or 2v2 kills, going 18-8 and 12. 27 damage share. Lebrav had a solo kill, 64 KP. Very low kill participations here in the LEC. Talk about a fucking fiesta. We have a road show to start LEC. That's nice, especially when you have the 4 best teams in the region playing against each other. That is notable. These 4 are the best of them going into this, and is very interesting, very competitive. Elyoya, 12-6-14. Mirwin, 2 solo kills, 26 damage share. Jojo, 65 KP. We see Supa, 3 solo or 2v2 kills in this series. All on Akali. Yeah, Akali. Now, we've had this discussion. People say, what about Mage Bot? What do you think about it? Well, I'll be honest. It wasn't too bothersome when it was a control mage sort of deal. I was like, okay, Syndra, Orianna, okay, Victor, Ziggs, Xerath. But now we're getting to, I know people have been referencing like a Mundo bot, Scion bot, and then we have Akali bot. And I'm not a big Akali guy in general. I think its win conditions are too inconsistent for the most part. But Supa did very well on the champion, and for meta diversity's sake, I will say I wanted meta diversity, and we got it. You can say, I don't like this meta, that's true, but you certainly can't say it's stale and something you've seen before. This is not something we've seen before. And I'm going to say it again. You could say it's not a fun meta to watch, but it is certainly something different. So for those that wanted something different, got bored of the meta that they saw previously, the old verbiage goes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes you're going to get brown, dead grass. And that's certainly what we have here. Supa, like I said, 3 solo kills. BB with 2, Skuman with 1. Koi actually dominant in the early game. Mirwin into BB was certainly Mirwin favorite. I mean, we're looking at a 1,000 gold lead. Jojo 780 into Caps, 280 for Supa Alvaro, 367 gold lead for Skuman. So Skuman did get the better of Elyoya, but in the end, I mean, you're looking at about 15 to 1,700 gold lead for Koi at 15 minutes. But they couldn't get the job done, and I thought Koi could win this, and it's unfortunate that they didn't, for my prediction's sake, I guess. KC Vitality, KC win 2-0. They're ahead for about 68% of this series, taking 7 of 12. Drake's splitting Barons 2-2, 4,000 gold with their power plays. Vitality with 2,000. Vitality ahead for a large portion of game 2, but just couldn't get the job done. Kalist had 2 solo 2v2 kills, 9-11, 33 damage share. Yike, 66 KP. Karzi had a solo, 775, 33 damage share. Knocko, 3 solo kills, 52 KP. Yeah, I just said 52 KP. He led the team in kill participation. That says a fiesta if I've ever seen it. That's the lowest kill participation I've ever had for a team, for anybody leading. Like on a team, win or loss. 52 kill participation was the highest kill participation for Vitality in this loss. That is truly a shit show of a fiesta, in my opinion. Just statistically, that does not happen in a clean series. Kana, 2 solo kills. Busio, 2v2 kills. No, actually, I think there were 2 solo kills in game 1 on Camille. Yahoo, Fiesta, trading solos as well. We see here 1,056 gold lead for Kana, 1,100 for Yike, 750 for Yahoo, 576 for Kalist and Busio. So what? We got 1331, 2456, about a 3,500 gold lead at 15 minutes on average. That's a diffy. So KC win handily. Koi through this, And then we had the 3 LPL series. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.